Hey guys, welcome to day 31. Well, I'm out here in Vegas, and one of the options, of course, like everywhere, is to vandwell at Walmart. One thing I remember when I was talking to Kyle Pounds is that he said he stayed at Las Vegas for a few months. So I wanted to get a little taste of what that was like, so I spent a few days researching that myself. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of my findings, share some tips about vandwelling in Las Vegas in casino parking lots. Now, I'm not saying like live in the casino parking lots, but you can stay there for a couple days and get away with it, no problem. Generally don't have a public policy of allowing you to stay there, but if your van has some sort of window blockouts like curtains, cardboard, black tint, or whatever, it really shouldn't be an issue. And one of the added bonuses is that every casino has access to public bathrooms. There's also usually a food court in every one of them. And a lot of the parking lots are covered so you don't have the sun beating down on you. The vast majority of parking garages for casinos will not allow a high top van. The cutoff is usually about 8 feet. And there might be cameras in the parking lots. I try to avoid those, but they're mainly near the entrances and they're really just there to deter theft. One of the annoying things is that it seems like there's always some car alarm going off, and that can be pretty annoying. A lot of them have music playing, so that might be a little annoying to you, but I find it kind of soothing, especially bathing under the artificial lights of the garage with very little sunlight coming in. It's already hot enough, I don't need the sun beating down on me. Every once in a while I'd peek out and I'd see a security car on patrol, but they didn't seem to be concerned with any of the details, so I'm sure they had no idea I was there. And this is another benefit of having a Class B van because you can fit in a garage, whereas if you had something like my old Class C RV, I wouldn't be able to fit in any of these spaces. And like I said, the garage does a good job of shielding you from direct sun, which can be good for the surrounding air temperature, but it's pretty bad for your solar panels. That's actually the reason I left the garage is because my 12-volt fridge shut itself off as a low battery safety feature. That actually got me thinking, that's a nice feature to have on a fridge, but what about the rest of my 12-volt electronics? I mean, I could just as easily leave something else plugged in, like LED lights, for a day at a time with no solar, and that could really damage the battery, even LED lights. So I bought this. I still need to install it, but I got it. It's a 12-volt low voltage cutoff, and I just need to install it upstream of my 12-volt socket receptacles and my hardwired LED lights. Being in a parking garage might be making things tough on my 12-volt batteries, but it sure is nice not having to sweat through the heat of the sun, man. In my opinion, the best time to vandwell in Vegas is around this time of the year, December, all the way until the end of April. But I hear once May rolls around, you'll start to encounter hotter than usual temps for a vandweller. Now, I didn't personally do this, but I heard that if you go to hotels that don't have key cards, like the Tropicana and a few others like that, sometimes you can walk right into the pool area. So if you just get to know the hotel and casinos, you can check to see if they have key cards, like the Tropicana, for example, doesn't. And if you're respectful, you can ease in and out of these various pool areas for a free dip with no issues. Just find a place to get coffee cheaper than I got it. I couldn't believe that they charge a premium for drip coffee at Starbucks. Look here, I'm paying $4 for what I usually get for half this price anywhere else. So I ended up getting a huge Frappuccino instead for a few dollars more. Maybe the pricing is like, hey, live a little. Don't go for that boring drip coffee. Add a tablespoon of sugar to your morning coffee. You're in Vegas. So if someone knows of a cheap place for coffee and breakfast, let me know in the comments and I'll put it in the description. There's a lot of places to find food in Vegas, but I like the cheaper offerings right on the strip in those mall food court areas. They had a White Castle here, so I got a few of those burgers in this bag. Here's their kitchen. You can see them making these little burgers with little buns. And then for dessert, this guy seems to have some reasonably priced candy in his van. Not everything has to cost money. There's a lot to see here. There's a few water shows. Here's one at the Wynn. It was really entertaining to just sit there for a bit and listen to the show, watch the water. Some things do cost money though, and be pretty overpriced. I'm looking at you, National Atomic Testing Museum. Admission there was like a whopping $22. That was really overpriced in my perspective. So much so that I have no problem outing your super secret Area 51 exhibit. I'm whistleblowing this footage. Roswell was an inside job. Aliens have indeed visited Earth, and the aliens had landed in Roswell, but all that relevant information is being kept secret by the US government. You didn't know that. And there was also some Halloween decorations and exhibits up there while I was in Vegas. A lot of Halloween stuff. And there are a lot of other things you can do there for free. One of the things that I did was hiking in Red Rock Canyon. Who knows, you might be like me and just bump into Explorer Steve while hiking. Maybe you can interview him like I did. Thanks guys for watching. Vandwelling in casino parking lots is a great way to affordably experience Las Vegas. Another option is to fly into Vegas and rent a van locally and vandwell in the parking lot there. On my trip, I saw a few vans that were rented by companies like JuicyUSA.com, WickedCampers.com, and CamperVanNorthAmerica.com. If you're a van dweller and for some reason you aren't comfortable with staying in a Walmart or casino parking lot, but you still want to experience Vegas, there are some other options available, like staying on BLM land, which is just 15 minutes away. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching my video. If you liked it, click the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, do that. And I encourage you, tell a friend about this great channel that you found. All right guys, take care, bye.
Home sweet home. Fuck I gotta do to get noticed? I gotta get shot?
This video comes to you live from down by the river in a van. All right, take care, guys.